26. Perfectly timed photos. Number 26. Hey, this horse just wanted to pop up on the family road trip and say, hey, is this kid really that frightened? Or does he have the zombie virus? This could lead to severe phobias sometime in the future. We can only hope he won't be too traumatized. Number 25. The water helmet. A helmet of water is going to protect you from very much. Maybe a fire wouldn't be able to penetrate the strength of a water helmet. This appears to be a perfectly timed photo of someone who just got drenched by a bucket of water. Seems a little bit mean to drench the kid, then take a photo, but it turned out looking pretty cool. Number 24. The tiny hat. Tiny hats appear to be all the rage in some parts of the world, and this man here really needs one because you can tell he's starting to go bald. But he might want to invest in a larger one since it doesn't cover up much of his shiny cranium, or could it just be a perfectly timed photo? Number 23. Dragon Dog. Ever wish your dog could do some cool tricks like shake hands, speak, do backflips, or even breathe fire? The owner must have been a wizard or something because that doesn't seem to be a trick most dogs learn easily. Or is there a species of dogs who was just born to breathe fire? The world may never know. Number 22. Fishman. At first glance, it appears to be a genetically mutated mermaid with the head of a fish, but the body of a man. Who knew such horrible underwater sea creatures existed? Or could it be that we had the image of mermaids wrong the entire time, and this is the true form of what they look like? Or maybe it's just a fish who swam in front of the camera at the right moment. Number 21. The Lover's Glare. Where do you think this image was taken? Of two extremely romantic looking shadows of a beautiful couple gazing into each other's eyes, getting ready for a tender embrace. Venice? Paris? The Bahamas? Could they be getting ready for a Hollywood kiss for the big screen? The guy and the girl in India have no idea their silhouettes look about as romantic as can be, and not a very romantic setting. Number 20. Faceplant. Tourists traveling in Europe take tons of photos. People in Europe love to ride bikes. So eventually, we're gonna see something like this, when a tourist probably got in the way of the biker and caused them to hit a pole face first. They have free healthcare over there, and they can afford a few crazy bike crashes. Number 19. Where do babies come from? Do you ever remember asking your parents this question when you were too young to know the truth? Maybe your parents weren't completely lying to you the entire time. Maybe you were delivered by a giant stork after all. If that's really what you want to believe so you don't have to imagine your parents going at it, feel free to do so. Number 18. The Sleepy Soldier. It's okay to be different sometimes, but that could really depend on what country he's from. You just have to hope he wouldn't get executed in a dictatorial country, showing disrespect to the leadership. Number 17. Some serious gas. This is what you may be capable of after eating some extra spicy Mexican food. Either that, or this guy is bending over in the wrong place. Next time, just go easy on the hot sauce. No need to overdo it. Number 16. Butterfly? This goofy kid has quite an issue he may want to deal with. Whatever this thing is, it just landed on his face. And the kid either has a really creepy looking yellow eye, or it's just part of the bug. Either way, just to be safe, grab the flamethrower. It's the only way to be sure. Number 15. The Royal Flash. This nation seems quite intrigued by one of the royal performers, and some are starting to think that they should really start doing this ceremony more often. By the look of one person's face, you have to be curious if there was some type of wardrobe malfunction, or if they were just impressed with some of her moves. Number 14. Magic Carpet. Is it possible magic carpets exist? We've heard in movies like Aladdin about magic carpets being able to float and help people fly to their intended destination. This photo of a woman giving a speech on the beach really makes you wonder about the possibilities of that happening. The shadows seem to match up perfectly, and it was taken at the right time of day. Number 13. Bat Smack. There's really not much you can do, even if you are paying attention to the game, in order to avoid a flying bat. The hitter didn't keep a good enough grip on it, and this fan in the crowd will be suffering the consequences, most likely with a dislocated jaw. Get a grip. Number 12. The Royal Wedding. You figure a royal couple would have enough dignity to wait until they get into the hotel room to partake in the royal conception of a new prince. But that wasn't the case, as we can tell from this photo. The new queen is trying to prove to him that he made the right choice. Or was this just another awkwardly timed photo? Number 11. Pick and roll. Setting a pick in basketball is a tough contact move, but the players really shouldn't have to worry about getting their nose picked. You could imagine that this guy's contract is big enough that he wouldn't need to go digging for gold. Number 10. Wandering Eyes. This world leader is quite impressed with those large, round, dangling, medals? Whatever it is exactly, seems to be intriguing him, and he wants to see for himself by getting his hands on it. but her facial expression doesn't seem to be telling him no. Number 9. Love at first sight. After an intense fight, these two hockey players decided to kiss and make up on the ice. Despite being on rival teams, these two just couldn't hold back the temptation any longer and just had to show each other their true affection. He may go both ways and is more concerned about winning his heart and not winning the Stanley Cup. Number 8. Arm extension. Saying that this team is going to win might be a little bit of a stretch. After complaining about a call, he accidentally activated his Go-Go Gadget arm extension. The ref better watch out. An 8-foot-long slap to the face can't feel good. Number 7. Tour de Face. The Tour de France is known for traveling across beautiful scenery all across beautiful landscapes of France. This guy, however, isn't too thrilled about this event. After getting a face full of rubber, he might have trouble washing out the taste of fail from his mouth. Number 6. A little stuck? Who knew dogs had such intrusive proctologists? Number 5. Work motivation. Many people probably wouldn't watch women's tennis if it wasn't for their short skirts and interesting grunting noises they make. That's also the same motivation for these guys. The grounds crew is really hoping she might bend over to pick up a tennis ball or something. Number 4. Destruction is near. You don't need a magic ball to predict that this guy is going to need a dentist in the near future. You can only imagine the thought process going on in his head as he's about to make contact with unforgiving asphalt. Number 3. Unconventional defense. Is it considered a foul to lick someone's armpit right before they go up for a layup? From this guy's expression, it's a little difficult to tell exactly. Number 2. Flying soldiers. You have to wonder what some countries are training their armies to do exactly. Here in this photo, we see a group of levitating Chinese soldiers. We may be in serious trouble. While American soldiers are known for their brute strength, the Chinese may be one step ahead of us with anti-gravity. Or just a well-synchronized jump. Tough to tell. And number 1. Horned havoc. The running of the bulls would be fun, they said. Everyone in Spain does it, they said. As long as we're able to fast enough, we won't get gored, they said. Don't be fooled. This is actually the Spanish version of acupuncture. We hope this one wasn't too gory for you. Get it?